We're wondering, can it cook a DiGiorno pizza? We're going to show you, can it cook a DiGiorno pizza? This is my Ninja double oven, and this is my Ninja DT200 single air fryer oven. And I'm going to show you what the difference is, especially if you're wondering, is it worth the upgrade or is this the right one so that you can cook dinner faster when you get home from work? So I can open the FlexDoor, and this is going to give me my pan roasting pan, and these functions are going to be for your top. You have your temperature. If you want to use it as a toaster oven, you can kind of think of the top here as a toaster oven. And on the bottom will be your air fryer. And on your air fryer, you're going to be getting an air fryer basket inside the box. You can remove this tray here and just insert your air fryer basket. Now, the air fryer basket will be smaller on your double oven than in the single oven. So this is the basket in the larger one. This will not fit. Will not fit. It's just too big. The single compartment oven air fryer also comes with 4 tiers. Here, you're going to be limited to 2 tiers in the convection oven and 1 tier in your toaster oven. So everything you need to know is going to be in your quick start guide for your double oven, and you're going to learn very quickly that this is an important asset. It is not just something you should disregard and be like, hey, I'm never going to follow those recipes. Actually, these work because it teaches you how to use both in combination so you can sync both independent ovens to finish at the same time. That is the key secret to the double oven. If you're just using it as a single oven, well, why don't you just get the single oven? If you're using it to cook at the same time, that makes a lot more sense. Oven 1 is going to be your top rapid oven with family-size sheet pan meals. And oven 2 is convection air fry oven, fits up to 6 pounds of wings. This is definitely not going to fit an entire rotisserie chicken inside, but it can fit a smaller chicken if you so opt for it. So they give you all of these that you can do on the top oven. You can broil, toast, bake, reheat, keep warm, or bake cookies. So they have different recipes here that you can check out. You also have the bottom oven, which gives you the whole roast, air fry, convection bake, pizza, dehydrate. So if you look at your user manual, using the top oven, you press the power button to turn the oven on and off. So let's say we just press it on. You notice that our oven will now indicate that it is on. You press top to enable the selection for all the functions in your top. And when you press top, the light will indicate and turn on. You can press the temperature or shade to adjust the temperature. It's on high. We can adjust that to less high just by doing this, by turning the wheel. Ninja is very adamant on preheating your oven. So add food only when preheating is complete, up to 3 minutes after pressing start stop. If Smart Finish is enabled, preheat will only occur in the oven with the longer cook time. Bake and cookies are the only top oven functions with preheat. So if you use bagel, toast, keep warm, reheat, they will not have preheat options, which makes a lot of sense to me. But the double oven is going to be better if you're cooking like a 2-course meal, maybe even just a side at the same time you cook your entree, and you're cooking for a family up to about 4 to 5 people. That's what's special about this oven. So what we're going to do is that, let me just show you in terms of recipes. They have recipes for like sheet pan nachos and pigs in a blanket. They have recipes for entrees like mini meatloaves with baby potatoes or eggplant parmigiana with garlic bread. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be trying to cook food that you might be cooking at home on your own. And those foods are not going to be the fanciest foods. I know everyone's like, oh, can I cook a super 5-star Michelin recipe inside of this? Maybe. But I'm going to show you because on a daily basis, a lot of our difficulty is going to be like, here is a DiGiorno pizza. We're going to cook that inside. Chicken nuggets. I got some sweet potato fry. And we got some spring rolls. So those are going to be just basic things that we cook on a daily basis that we want to make sure you're going to be able to cook at home yourself. Make sure to utilize some type of crumb tray, in this case aluminum foil, just to make it easier to clean up. I'm just inserting the pizza up top. We're going to set the time, and then we're going to set the time for the spring rolls and everything on the bottom and click on Smart Finish. Once it's done, you'll notice that they're going to finish at the same time, and you can pull out everything and everything's going to be steaming hot. This is what the chicken nuggets and spring rolls and pizza look like once they come outside of your double oven unit. It looks really good. Everything's done crispy, evenly, and tastes absolutely delicious in a taste test. And I've been surprised how easy it was to just make everything work together and make sure everything tastes good as well. If you're wondering what is our grade for the Ninja Double Oven, as a long-term owner of the single air fryer oven from Ninja, I will say that because of the convenience of timing and synchronizing your two different meals in terms of your top oven, which is basically a toaster oven, and the air fryer portion, it does make cooking easier with less work. It will save you a few minutes every day. And it could also mean you're going to be able to make more complicated entrees for dinner as well as more complicated appetizers. Or you can then make an entree and then add in a dessert, like adding in some, pre-dough cookies. Or you can use this for dessert because then you can make your entree and then have some cookies using cookie dough that you just put on a sheet pan, and then you can have fresh cookies for dessert. There's a lot of options that are currently present that were not available to you because you couldn't do everything at once. But what are the drawbacks of the double oven? Well, you have less surface area. So if you're trying to do 2 tiers of air frying, well, this is not going to be the right unit for you. Second, if you're looking for a unit that is going to be able to be heating up very quickly, I did find that the preheat here is not going to be as fast as on a regular air fryer. It will be faster because the chambers are smaller than the preheat function on the single oven version from Ninja. And third, because there's 2 tiers, just make sure cleanup is something you do not want to neglect. This can get very dirty very quickly. Take it from me. Even having the single chamber, I know that I got to clean it regularly because there's a lot of things that are dripping. So make sure to use your drip pans. Make sure, in this case, I use some aluminum foil to catch some of the crumbs. It does get pretty hot. So if you're going to be resting things on top of it, this is something that all of this, all the metal, sheet metal around it that builds the frame, it does get hot when this is on. So you do not want to place it somewhere that you're going to place things on top of it. Probably not. This is just something that you're going to be placing on your countertop, nothing on top of it. So overall, this is a convenient double door oven air fryer that's really easy to use. Imagine it's just a toaster oven here and an air fryer below. When you put them together, it saves you counter space. You don't have to have 2 things side by side because both of those things are going to get hot regardless. So you have less counter space when you have 2 of them. This is going to save you a little bit of counter space. It does things, makes things more convenient because of the synchronization. And when you look at the overall build quality, it is very sturdy because it's made out of the sheet metal material. This is not made out of plastics and things like that. So I enjoy using my double door, and I do think that this could be a welcome addition into a lot of people's kitchens if you give it a chance. And finally, let's talk about price. You probably are going to be able to get this for about $350 at the time of this video. It might be $299, maybe $269 later. But as terms of the value here, it's still going to be a relatively good value, and I'm going to tell you why. Because as someone who uses this type of air fryer instead of the basket air fryer, and I got the 6.8 quart, I got the 10 quart air fryers, they're really good. But you're not going to be air frying everything. And if you get more adventurous with your cooking, well, that means you're going to have more and more and more types of recipes and dishes that you're going to be trying to make inside of your kitchen. Which means you, your family, whoever you're serving is going to be able to enjoy the food more, which is just fundamentally what this is all about. Everybody has to eat every day. Everybody has to probably eat twice, 3 times. If you want to save money, you want to cook at home, this is solving those problems for you while delivering a very good meal. And as you can see with the chicken as well as the sweet potato fries and the egg rolls, if you're making this type of food, it is absolutely perfect. I think because of the smaller chamber, the air fryer here is actually better than on the single big chamber, just because it's going to be able to heat up faster, and I do notice that the crispiness is more even. And I think the only drawback for me is I wish Ninja made the displays and all of the commands a little bit brighter. Either with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll catch you next time. This is David with the French Glow, signing off. Bye, bye, bye.